What If It's Cool is proudly brought to you by Respo Clothing. Feel like a champion by wearing the merch from all the stars, including Luke Resner, B Squared, Savannah Rowe, John Stop Action, Nova Nichols, The Cooters, and my personal favourite, Conflict Axiom. So feel like a champion by checking out Respo Clothing. They can be found on Facebook and on Instagram. In the mood for some wrestling? Make sure to check out the Melbourne Wrestling Show every Thursday at 10 PM on Channel 31. Need a custom entrance video, graphic, or hyperreel made? Make sure to check out Goated Wrestling Media on Instagram so you too can be the greatest of all time. Want your best dance moves or sporting event captured on film? Make sure to check out Have a Nice Day Productions, where every day is a nice day. Need some promo shots or your event filmed and edited? Or make sure to check out Adrian Casco Media for all your media needs. Want to stand out from the crowd with an amazing photo shoot? Or make sure to check out Jamster Photography so you too can stand out from the crowd. It's Reaction Wrestling Wednesdays, and I'm with my co-host, as always, John L. Crossfire. Johnny boy, how you going? Now, this is a first. Well, hang on, is it the first? We've never had anyone else from What If It's Cool on Reaction Wrestling Wednesdays before, have we? I don't think.
Not to my knowledge, I believe.
Yeah.
Would it be considered a crossover, even though it's your own universe?
No, that's the. You know what? Fuck it. It's a crossover. You know that you didn't want, but you're glad you got. We are here with the leader of Blue Team, Tass. How are you, man?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Not used to these early reactions, but
I know. Like,
I'll do it.
well, normally this is like nearly 8 o'clock or nearly midnight, and we're just
True.
ready to go. Now, this is the first on Reaction Wrestling Wednesdays. We'll do a quick health update, but we'll go with Tass first because, we've monitored a lot on What If It's Cool, but we haven't done a health update in 2 weeks. So what's been going on?
Yeah, actually, things have been feeling pretty good recently. With my back and everything. Like, it hasn't been any flare-ups, nothing like that. I had an X-ray done last week on my shoulder, and there's a bit of deterioration in the AC joint. So I've had shoulder problems for years, so it's nothing new. But yeah, it just feels like it's starting to get a bit more worse. But what can you do? Like, I the best way I can describe it is what would you say, John? Like wrestler's shoulder or something like that.
I actually just
Would
did
probably be the best way to describe it.
I literally just did DVD commentary with Nova as my color, and it was like so interesting getting her as a non-wrestler because I was like, she has bad knees. She's had surgery on her knees. So it's like, okay, so as someone that hasn't even wrestled but has all these knee issues, let's tee this up. It's like, and then take the wrestler, put it on top and add the back and the neck and the shoulder.
Yeah.
It's just the thing, like my back, in saying that, if I took a bump at this point, I think my back would pop back into place, but
I mean, one could essentially.
But no, it's like whenever a wrestler's going, oh, like I've had back issues or I've had knee issues. Like obviously injuries are a very serious part of the thing, but if it's just like a nagging thing, it's just like, just welcome to the business. Like that's just gonna happen. Like
Exactly. Well, how's your health going on, man?
Look, I'm plugging along, same as last time. It's just the waiting game. I'm waiting for my next appointment in the middle of March, which is getting closer and closer. All signs point to having 2 more stitches coming out, as we've talked about in previous episodes. Do 2 stitches every 3 months, which will still take us all the way to December of this year. So it'll be 3.5 years of having stitches in my eyeball. It's been a fun time, but going on 3 years almost in May. But yeah, just plugging along. As I said, I was a little bit late just because I had a bit of pressure and stuff this morning. But this is the first time actually talking to Tass, so I had to pull through. Like I met him at DMDU and I said hello and goodbye, but this is going to be the first time having a proper conversation with him. So I pushed through because
seriously, like they got like not to kiss Tass's ass, but like he's the most like talkative person I've ever met in wrestling. Like, but when I met him though, I met him as a fan. Like, fuck, 2012. Was it 2012 or
PWI?
20? Huh?
Would it be PWI?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that 2012? Was that 2013? Like, this was like, because, like, I wasn't
Oh,
even in it.
2012, no.
2012
PWI
was
closed down that time, around that time. Excuse me.
because you had long hair and you had the Wolverine
Yeah.
chops. Because I was thinking, holy fuck, that's he's cosplaying as Wolverine. Um,
It would have been, yeah, you weren't around NAW at that time, were you?
I knew of it. I think I went to maybe 2 or 3 shows, but I didn't meet you at
Okay.
NAW. I know for a fact I didn't meet you at NAW because
Right.
after doing a bit of research, I've known Josh Redfield for a lot longer than I fucking knew about.
But I think I've known Tass since 2016, 2017, thereabouts. And it's one of those ones where like we'll like message each other randomly on Snapchat, like when we find cool nerdy shit, and it's just like, look what we found.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, but we've never actually sat down and been like, hey mate, like how you doing?
Hey,
Were you there that one?
know.
Were you there the one time when I went to ICW?
No, I think that was just before I came in.
Ah,
Was
okay.
when you were
Right,
there,
right, right.
but because I know a lot of the guys are like, oh, like you know Lexi, and I'm like, yeah, how do you know him? And it was like, oh yeah, he wrestled da 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 whatever date it was, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that makes sense.
Hmm.
Mm.
You should really just like ask him to be a part of the conversation.
I actually did do this. It was like probably 3 years ago now.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we had like all the auditions and everything going on, and he's a busy man. He's a very
He
busy
is.
man.
He is a very
Definitely
busy
want to
man.
keep it on the table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, but also he works on my show, so it's a little bit, you know, that comes first. But I will give permission to Tass to be a part of corner conversation if he chooses.
Durag Paul Crow, I think, just shined through there a little bit. But I will give permission for Tass to do the other show. That's such good shit, pal. Jesus.
I want to do a show where Durag Paul Crow becomes full on BKM. Obviously, I'm not going to say the actual name, but yes, if you for
Voodoo
those that
Kin
know,
Mafia.
yes, for the King Mafia, yes, yes, he got it. I think. But yes, I want to do a show where I do that
I will
as
interview
Durag
Durag
Paul Crow,
Paul
not
Crow.
as huh?
I will interview Durag Paul Crow.
I don't think you want Durag Paul Crow because, like, as much as I love playing Durag Paul Crow, I fucking hate that character as a fan. I think he's so fucking dumb. But like, I love playing him though.
I
Like,
mean, look,
it's
without pulling the curtain back, the person behind Ray Picante, we did a 1.5 hour podcast completely on the fly.
mm.
And the backstory of Ray Picante was born.
So today we're obviously going to be reacting to a match from Tass, and it's a doozy because it involves. And sorry, Tass, when I say this, but it involves my favorite wrestler of Australian history.
Mm.
Sorry if I'm going to piss a lot of people off, but this is how I personally feel, and fight me if you want. Um, the net obviously he's known now as Chris Law, but back in the day, and this is how I will always remember him, Jerry Craven.
Yep.
Tell us the backstory. Like, so set us up this like how this match came to be, not like storyline wise, not like oh yeah we just booked this all together. You know what I mean?
Well, this this would have actually been the third time I wrestled him because I've wrestled him like over 10, over 10, 11 times since then.
Hmm.
But the first few times I wrestled him, like the first match I had with him was at Alpha when they did a show in Kilmore,
Yeah.
and I wasn't even supposed to be on in that match. He was originally going to wrestle a guy by the name of Nick Black, but he wasn't able to make it down.
Hmm.
So they were like, "Oh, okay, Tass, you wrestle him tonight." and and at the time, I really wasn't doing much at that point. They were just using me as an extra body at that point. But that first match I had with him in Kilmore, which I haven't gotten the footage for, I really like to see it at some point. Um, it ended up being a moment when a lot of the guys were like, "Oh, hold on, maybe there is something here." And like, I'll keep saying this. Jarrett Craven, Chris Law is probably one of my favorite opponents because he helped make me into further developing the wrestler that I am today. And that was the first match. The second match actually happened at NAW. It wasn't this one that you're about to see. It was one that happened a few months prior.
Mhm.
And again, I wasn't supposed to be on the show. He was originally supposed to wrestle Chip, another wrestler from Melbourne, but he was already booked that night at a different event. So it was the same double bookings,
Oh my
essentially.
God, seriously. It's called a fucking diary, guys. Like this happened, and believe it or not, this happens more than once, you know, and just
It still happens in 2025. with the power of
2025, for fuck's
technology and
sake, it still
calendars
happens.
Yeah, I
and
know.
everything.
Oh, it happened back then.
Yeah.
It definitely happened back then. But yeah, same deal. Okay. Tass, you wrestled him. And yeah, again, it ended up being a great match that night. That was in September of 2010. And yeah, I think because the management team was changing at the time. Um, Mike Manson was going to be would take a break from wrestling, I believe, a month after,
Mhm.
and then Lobo came in to
Ah.
as the new booker
Mm.
for NAW, and I think he was keeping an eye on things, and then he was like, okay, we're gonna put the belt on this guy at some point because he was Law was the South Pacific champion at the time.
Mm.
But then so they had me win a number one contenders match the next show, and we were building towards this match that we're gonna watch.
With that being said, let's get right into the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our official referee, Mr. Edwin Lay.
Hey, Uncle Ed. I just filmed a promo with him in a Happy Five.
And this is before everyone started cheering.
All right, let's mute the music. Is that Graham?
Yeah,
Wow. Graham with more hair.
he was the ring announcer then.
I thought he wasn't the ring announcer till like a couple years after this.
No, he was ring announcing for the old Alpha as well.
No, I remember that, but I just thought for NAW, I thought he was like 2012, 2013, he was the announcer.
No,
Oh, okay.
this is when I was using the Zorba music.
I just, you know, obviously it's a different era now, but you know what I would have loved to see Alexi with the Sexy Greek Boys doing the Zorba dance. You know, you guys and what was the other guy's name? Not Mr. Juicy. Look, I think what he had a Greek gimmick in the early 2000s. Oh yeah, sorry. How can I forget? He was my bloody lecturer, Joe Zolo, World Warrior.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the four of you doing the
There's,
Zorba dance.
Chris Law's entrance. Now the reason for
Hang on, is this
the
the same music as it used to be? Nah. Okay.
Now, the reason for what you're seeing on the screen, that was the top heel group at the time, the Seven Deadly Sins.
Yes.
And
Which was himself. Oh my
Hank
God.
Jackson. Who else? Andy Rhodes was in the group.
Yes.
Hang on, I got the posting. Hardway Inc., Morphine, and there was a whole other bunch of other guys that will join the group later on.
Hang on, tell me if I'm wrong. Was this like, and he wasn't 211 at the time? Was 211 part of that as well when he was the other character?
No, he hadn't even debuted yet.
Okay. No, but like for this group, I was like,
No.
all right, I'm gonna steal a line from DJ Dirty Spite. This man does not fucking age. He looks exactly the same. He's still got the same goddamn coat, right? Same haircut, same beard. Fuck. What's it? When the next time I have Chris Law on Waterford School, I'm gonna ask him what the fuck is his secret, because like that man does not age. I'm pretty sure it's the same. Pretty sure it's the same tights as well.
We've
Hey?
talked about this. We've talked about this a few times with Chris Law. It's like he just gets better with age. Like it's just. I know it's a cliche, but like people use that fine wine. Like if you were to put someone in the dictionary in Aussie wrestling, it's Chris Law. Like he just looks better. He wrestles better. Like how does this dude just get better and better every single year?
Because he's Chris Law.
Championship title match and will be decided by one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Please welcome weighing in
I missed the
at
RWW.
2 kilos from the island of Mykonos, Mr. Alexi.
Lexi, let's go.
Weighing in at 95 kilos, he is the current NAW South Pacific champion. Famous for the DTT and the spear from Frankstown. Please welcome the champion, Craven.
I still get goosebumps looking at him like that when they call him Jared Craven, like oh.
Yeah, we were talking before, Dan, how you said like you wish you had to come into Melbourne wrestling earlier. I wish I had to just come into Aussie wrestling earlier. Because like my first forte into training was 2014, and then unfortunately the company went out of business, so I didn't get back into it until 2017. But like there is so many different people that like I wish I had have learned about, that I'm still learning about now. But I used to actually get Jared Craven and the Australian sensation Craven confused, because I was only like, you'd always see like the results and everything like online and in the articles. So for the longest time, I thought that Jared Craven was Australian sensation Craven.
I'll be fair and honest, when you guys sent me the link to this, I thought it was Craven because it just says Craven. I was like, fuck, what? Yeah, we gotta get, I nearly said his shoot name. We gotta get him on as well. And then you went, oh, no, that's Chris Law. I went, oh, even better. The one thing that is really like distracting about this, and I get it, we're on hard cam, but how 90s looking the graphics are on the screen, it looks like an old DOS computer, and I actually kind of dig it.
See, honestly, this shot here is just giving me scenes out of a movie. It's like it's just dark and dingy, and the spotlight's on the ring, and to me, that's how wrestling should be. But like just the colors and everything, and then just the little cheesy screen in the background. I'm loving it.
That was the Albion venue. It actually had a high roof like back in the early 2000s.
What was with that trend? How many like clubs and pubs and venues, every time they renovated, they seem to make the freaking roof smaller and smaller for the dance floor?
No idea.
Sorry, I'm probably not gonna be saying much because I'm just in awe. And look, every time I'm watching a Chris Law match, I'm like that. It's worse when I'm calling the matches because I like I just want to watch.
It's like, wait a minute! Oh, beautiful!
Best drop kick / moonsault in the world.
A Street Fighter reference there.
The moment he jumped up in the air, I was just like, yep, that's Dan's cue. Every time.
But it is. Like, I don't care what anyone says. There's no one that can do it better.
Couple of cheeky little... Oh! Beautiful neck breaker there. That's an old school move that doesn't get executed nearly as much as it should these days. Because everyone wants to put like a fancy little twist and shit on it. It's like, dude, just drop the guy. Straight up.
It's a dying art form with some of the moves that at least both of you still use now. You
want to talk about like, not to blow smoke to Tass here, but You talk about the drop kick from Chris Law, Jared Craven. Those European uppercuts were, love a good European uppercut. I like doing these too, because every time we do these, because there's been a few people, Chris Law's one of them now, but there's been a few people that have made it to the list a couple of times. Every time I see them wrestle, I pick up just a little bit more, and I'm just, I realize just how good the punches from Chris Law are, or Jared Craven, I should say. But
I honestly can't wait till we get Chris Law on here, but I'm gonna have to let you take the lead on this, John, if he does come on. But we'll need to have someone else on. So I'm thinking, not to discourage our host here, our guest here, Tass, but I think the match that he had with Jason Cressett, Pandemonium 2.0 is probably the one I want to do, because I was there live, and I remember just thinking, oh my god, like how fucking awesome that was. Or the one that crowned the first Alpha Heavyweight Championship last year against Crash. That was great. But also in that one, you hear my voice cracking because I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe I just called, like, in my opinion, the best match I've ever seen.
ooh, beautiful. Some Greco-Roman skills there from Alexi.
This is what I miss, Tass, when you do that, you know? Like, I miss this. But you know what the worst thing about this is, because I've known you for so long now, I'm so not used to you with long hair anymore, because I got so used to you being either your head shaved or short hair. And I got to remember the first time I met you, you had long hair, and at the same time, the first time you met me, I had long hair. Well, sorry, the first time you met me, I had hair.
I was about to say the same thing. I was like, Dan had hair? I still remember when you sent me that photo of you with the dreads, and I was just like, holy crap, who is this person? Cheeky little chump. I'm just loving this ring though, like literally, like this ring here looks like like when you Google wrestling ring and you get like all the default photos.
Yeah.
This ring looks like it could be something straight out of that. I'm loving the aesthetics.
Oh, it was an old ring too.
Is that the same ring that is at George's gym now?
No.
Or no, that's not the same one. Now, be honest with me, Tass. Are those the same elbow pads that you wear now?
No, they're not.
Ah, I got to say they look awfully familiar. Oop.
End it like Beckham. Ooh, cannonball.
That's what, I don't think he does that anymore.
No, he doesn't. No, he brings it out on special occasions. Because he didn't do it at New Beginnings, but he did it at MXW's All For One, not last year, the year before.
Right.
Ooh.
In that tag team tables match.
Cheeky little spear on the floor.
Now, having filmed a promo with Edwin, I'm just going to put this out there. Anyone that thinks that man is weak, no, this guy's a son of a bitch. And fuck, some of the stories he told me while we're in the middle of the shoot, fucking hell, I really want to get him on What If It's Cool because he's fucking hilarious. He's such a good guy. I love him.
Oh, listen to that crowd. That is awesome. There's like a little kid in the front row, literally like standing up, screaming at him to get back in there. You can do it. That's what it's all about.
Is that Kobe Reed?
It was that.
Could be. That's what I'm asking. Because it could be.
I mean, that'd be a plot twist, right? Craven getting a bit frustrated now because Alexi just won't die.
The one thing I will say that you've gotten, like, it's always been down pat for you, Tass, is your selling ability. Like, I still remember the first match I ever saw you at, and, like, I generally believe that you were, like, fucking dying, you know? And, like, here you're really selling very well. Shattered Dreams.
Brilliant.
So who is it? Who is that?
Duke Cornwall. That's Chris's old manager. He's been to some.
Oh yeah, that's the dude that visited us backstage at Elephant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's been there a couple times.
Yes, I know. I've just realised I forgot about him.
We talked about this on What If It's Cool, or Reaction Wednesday before, Dan, but that's something that is such a lost art. A good manager. They're slowly starting to make like a little bit of a comeback, but man, I miss the days of a good manager.
Yeah, I'm like, shout out to one of the best at the moment, Papa V. Like, he doesn't get a lot of like credit, but like I fucking love his work. Like I told him recently when I was doing I think it was it, I forgot which show it was, the one where the Crow Bros took on the Bastard Brothers. I told him like how much I loved his work. He's like, "Oh, dude, it's that's really nice." And it's like, no, like I'm taking a lot of my inspiration from you because like I'm obviously I haven't been trained to be a manager, you know, and I haven't been trained to take bumps, properly as of yet, and I'm probably not going to take bumps for at least another year. But you know, like how I'm drawing his is on inspiration from you because there's like literally nobody out there who's doing it here in Victoria as much as him.
Like, I know Kobe's kind of told the story before about like Papa V is like kind of like in the business, like with the backyard stuff. But even when he went to MXW to do the GM stuff first, he took to that like a duck to water, like it was natural.
It's just a shame when he debuted, the microphone wasn't working properly. Because I actually asked him that because I was like, were you meant to be talking that low? He goes, no, the microphone was fucked. I went, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, Alexi almost stole it. Nice.
I will say that the padding on the NAW ring at that point was all gymnasts.
Really?
Yeah. They changed it later on, but no,
So how sore were you the next day?
You could probably ask anyone who worked at NAW at that point.
Yeah.
Anyone who's worked in that ring, you came into that ring a completely different person, and you left that ring as a man.
Koji clutch, nice.
This is also another lost art. And this is not just in Australian wrestling, but in wrestling as a whole. Submissions, they're not done or executed as well as they used to be. Like you can hold it, like some people will hold a submission for no longer than 30 seconds, but back in the day, they could be on like for a minute, 2 minutes, and you could still
also
really
a lot of people that have submission finishes, but don't work the limbs for those submission finishes.
Oh my god!
Anyway,
Anaconda Vice, anybody? Yeah, there we go. I said it.
ankle lock. I recently saw a dude work the neck and then finish the match with an ankle lock, which just reminded me because of
I
ankle
love
lock.
that.
Beautiful.
I love it. Lord just pull up his knee pad at the same time while saying, "Ah, fuck!"
Pop up small best.
Oh! Wait, I thought the match was over because he tapped.
No, the referee was distracted by the manager.
Oh, okay.
Well, I said brilliant.
I was going to say that 20 minutes went really fast. The strength of Alexi pulling up Jared Craven to his neck to the top rope.
Ooh, those ropes look a little bit loose. Oh my god. That was a beautiful sell from Jared Craven himself, though.
How much did that hurt, or did Bench do it really safely?
Didn't even feel it.
You didn't feel it?
Tass, Papadopoulos returns. Craven again. Blow by blow. Back and forth this match goes. These are the bits they see. Big shot.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to do the U bit.
Alexi is rolling right now. He's on fire.
He's Alexing it up.
Nice little cheeky inside out bump.
Do a 360 minute. This is it. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Again, I thought we were going to have a new champion tonight. Once again, Jerry Craven picks out. I don't believe it.
there's a lady at the front who just turned around when someone said, "Let's go, Jarek." Oh,
You hear that? The person chanting that might have actually been Jarrett, so this is every time.
Jesus.
What the hell? No one has ever been able to feel like
Oh, he's so brilliant. Alexi. Holy crap. That escalated rather quickly.
it's moments like this I just want to hear one time. I've never heard it in person, but obviously see it on Bogan TV shows. Grab him! Twist his dick!
Twisted.
Oh,
Beautiful spear from Alexi.
That's one right, yeah.
Seems like looks as though he's still suffering from that previous misfire by Jerry Craven.
Good Lord. The kid from Big Loss is 3 seconds away from the kid.
This was a class professional wrestling. Ready to go.
You champion.
Standing in the strength.
Full Nelson.
Oh, throw some face buster. Nice.
I don't see that often these days.
Jerry Craven managed to get the energy.
I'd just like to point out that although in modern day wrestling that This Is Awesome chant is kind of like overdone, but that was a This Is Awesome chant a decade plus ago.
I didn't even realize that was a thing back then.
Because it was only used when it was needed. My God, what a spear.
Oh, no. Wow.
Reaction there with the fans, but seemed Lexi had the majority.
I thought you were going to pick a match where you actually won the title. You know, you're going to be a little bit selfish.
Oh,
This
that
is the
was,
title I won.
That was a few months later. Because what happens after this? Jarek drops the title to Iron Horse, and then I ended up.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah. Then I ended up feuding with Iron Horse and winning the title off of him.
Ah. Anyway, is that match available anywhere?
And yeah, this
Okay.
probably one of my favorite matches.
All right. So the next time we have Tass on, we're going to continue this story because I want to see that match.
Dun, dun.
If I can find the footage for it. So. But yeah,
Oh,
after this match, Cletus was on the show, and he came up to me afterwards. He was like, "Yeah, that was actually really good." So, and he gave me a whole ton of feedback and complimented me on the performance, and I was like, "Yeah, awesome, thank you."
I love Cletus. Like he's such a sweet human being.
Yeah, he is.
I wish he got more bookings. I really did because he should be bigger than what he is. You know, and that's not me kissing his ass. I actually have been a general fan because I think he was on the first show I ever watched. Because I remember when because he's I don't know if it's still his opening theme, but it's Juiced by Kiss. But he goes, "Mom, get off the damn
Off from The Simpsons.
And I remember, but I remember thinking, "What the fuck is this?" And then he comes out like, "Oh, he's redneck." Oh, yes, that'd be great. Fuck! Why did they pick a match with Chris Law? I always mark out when it was Chris Law match. I just can't fucking help myself too.
Honestly, I think he should be overseas right now with like everyone else that's killing up in the States. And
Yeah, it's a major crime that he never got to ascend that way. I mean, there's still time, but but I'm not going to say that because I'm friends with Chris Law because he'll kill me if I mention age. But like even then, like he's in the twilight end of his career now, and he is training the new set of not potential the future stars of not only just Australian wrestling but just wrestling as a whole. And he does an amazing job. Like every now and again, I'll come up to him and I'll ask him, like just random stuff about the wrestling business, and he gives me some amazing advice. What a lot of people don't realize about him. This is going to be like a 5-minute rant about how awesome Chris Law is. How fucking funny and amazing he is. Like that. Like we did I've said this before, but we did a film called Here Is Your Winner, which is James Marshall's short film.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of sorry, in the middle of the break, we were having pizza or talking. We ended up watching his short film. It's like something massacre, surf party massacre, or something like that. And
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I think it's still up on YouTube.
it is. I think you know what, John. I think that we should just watch that for a reaction episode with Law. I reckon that would be fucking hilarious.
I'd be
It's
down.
like
I'd be down.
no, because like he actually did his own like commentary with us and just say like what was going on through it, and it was the most funniest shit I've ever had the pleasure of being around with him being there. It was just
Mm.
absolutely great. Um, but enough about Chris Law. We're here to talk about Tass because you know Tass is in the building and you know he's awesome too. I guess. Sorry, Tass. I had to throw in the dig. I had to throw it in. But no, this again showcase how amazingly talented you are. It's a shame that you're currently injured with your back, but hopefully it won't be too much longer before we see you in the ring. Um, but yeah, like if you're down for it, I would love to have to see the next match in this somewhere later on in this year, because I reckon that'd be tops. John,
Yeah,
you?
absolutely. As I said, like I've known Tass for a while. I've been a fan of Tass for a while, so this was really cool getting to go back and watch that. But I will just say real quick before we forget, right? You talk about Chris Law and stuff. There's always these conversations about what if there was an Australian Wrestling Hall of Fame and this and this and this. Like obviously
Wait, we
you got
don't. Hang on, we don't have a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, about to say, hang on, I'm pretty sure we do.
could you imagine though, like if it was more well-rounded for like the entire country and everything else,
Yeah.
right? Obviously you'd have you guys like Mark Mercedes TNT, but you've got Lobo and Crackerjack down your way,
Mhm.
Tass. But a guy like Chris Law, people forget that he has, and I'm not trying to say that he's old, but he has been around the same time as them. He's seen a lot of the same stuff as them. And
John,
as I
don't
said,
say,
he's still
oh, don't say,
going.
oh, he will kill us. Okay.
I'm putting him over right now, but as I said, he's still going now, and he's getting better and better. He's a guy that, although he's been more low key than some of those bigger names, 100%, I'd say put Chris Law in the Hall of Fame right now. Like,
100%. 100%. Like, it sucks that he doesn't have social media. Like just for himself, like not for him personally, but like just for to get his stuff out there. Because like honestly, like if you were to um do a best of compilation like of everything he's done, and this is not me again kissing his ass or anything, that will be a really fucking long video. Like I reckon it'd be more than 24 hours of footage that's going to be part of that best of.
I reckon.
Mm. And I don't think I'm the only one who would think that, honestly. But yeah. Well, we're at the end of Reaction Wrestling Wednesdays. As we're moving to the upcoming week, Tass, I don't think you have anything booked at the moment, but do you have any projects when it comes to filming coming up for yourself that you can announce?
Mm. If you check out Journeyman and Bridges YouTube page, a lot of the stuff that we've been recording it has been starting to get released.
Yep.
So you can look up their YouTube channel and you can check out I believe it's Naruto Abridged at the moment, or
Yeah, the
Naruto
Red Bridge
Fusion.
is the one that you've
Yeah.
done. Yep. But what and were you part of the Digimon too? Or was it just
Yes,
Terry?
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
hey,
But
let's
that hasn't come
go.
out yet, has it?
No, I don't think that one's gone released yet.
Oh, bugger! Because I really want to listen to that because I think that sounds more interesting than Naruto. Not that I'm hating on Naruto. I just
I'm 100%
Digimon.
here for the Digimon one. Like, when that's out, let me know so I can watch it, please.
Yeah.
Upcoming week for you, John. Anything booking or is it
So
not
is this
talking-
dropping this week, Dan?
Oh, this is dropping tonight.
Tonight? Excellent. So,
Okay.
this coming Saturday, Extreme Capital Wrestling, a hard day's fight. Or come watch myself do commentary. Come listen to my lovely wife do ring announcing. We have a main event, Jake Gibson versus Doomslayer. I cannot believe I get paid to call that. Let's fucking go. That's all I can say about that. And then next week, I got ICW Insane Asylum 24, and we got a huge I Quit match between Rob Messenger coming out of retirement for one night only.
Ooh.
Unsanctioned I Quit match with Apex Anderson. It's going to be very interesting.
For myself, the only bookings that I can release, which is for this week, I have stuff coming up, but I actually can't officially announce because I One I am booked, but I can't tell you which one. And obviously, what's happening at Alpha, I can't tell you anything yet. What's going on there?
But just come to the shows, buy a
Yes.
ticket, have
Pretty
fun.
much, yeah.
Actually,
Boom.
I should actually point this out. Don't pay attention to the What If It's Cool socials if you want to know what's happening with DPC. Pay attention what's going to happen on the Alpha socials. Because something's going to happen.
Giving the lovely Miss Gemstone a
No.
hard time.
Hey, DPC was giving her the hard time. Dan was doing nothing. He was the one who wrote the fucking thing. And
But Nova's going to square up with you. She's in the back picking on Gem.
Can't even see.
I don't even know if that made it to camera, but she just went, no. You're picking on Gem.
Gonna
what-
fight, boy.
Oh God. Nova, you'll probably kick my ass too. The only thing I'm happening for me this week that I can announce, I will be at MXW's WrestleFest nights 1 and 2, but you will not see me on screen. I will be off screen doing interviews, so make sure to check out the What If It's Cool and MXW socials for that.
Let's go.
God. Well, with that being said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the show, and enable those notifications to stay up to date whenever we post anything. And don't forget to follow What If It's Cool and Quarter Conversation. They are both available wherever you get your podcasts. And until next time, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.